your revelation, Father, understanding. Let your people feel your presence wherever they are, Father Yah. Let your people be blessed. In Yahweh's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Hello, y'all.
Hey.
Hey,
You had
family.
push go live?
I didn't.
Yeah.
She did.
I did.
Anything.
Welcome, everybody. Listen, welcome, everybody, to
Story time. Story time. Story time.
Reese. What is that?
See, Mr. Reese.
That was close. Boy, that was close.
That was so close.
That was it. I guess I was really okay. I feel like I'm messing it up. It's all right. It's all right, y'all.
Oh.
Normally, my bad. I missed the assignment. Listen, welcome to Story Time. If you don't know who I am, I'm Bonnie G in the place to be.
Hey.
Everything.
Yep.
This guy right here is none other than just my baby dad.
Oh.
That's a good one.
That's my dad right there, okay? That's AG, Abram Gillette, all right?
Where she get her last name from?
There you go.
Amen.
He gave it to me forever.
I did.
Forever. And then if y'all don't know, this one over here that look like she ain't in the frame.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Come
Yes.
on, put on over.
Watch your fingers.
All right, listen. She's none other than, y'all know, give it to me. I mean, at least for the new people, all right? She's none other than Auntie Shelly on the beat. Come on, y'all. Bump. That's right, y'all know we no longer
Got
do
it.
full
I
Got
did.
it
house.
right.
I did.
Did you
I
get it?
got it right. I got it right. I didn't think I was gonna get it right. I got it. I was on beat too.
Yes. That's
I'm
my
gonna second guess myself, but I
You know what? No need. But she's Auntie Shelly on the beat, okay? Bump. It is the bump for all of us. Y'all already know. Ooh, man. Yes. All right, y'all. So, as always, we go into scripture before we dive into the book of Judges, which, it's a lot of judges. I learned so much today that
Yeah, these people crazy.
they're
Where we going?
wherever
I
you
don't know why y'all hollering these people. Them y'all relatives.
You're right.
But these people.
You're right.
And they still crazy though.
They are. I'm like, wow, family. We couldn't get it right. We can't get right. That's what it is. Can't get right. All right. We're going to Proverbs 1. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Yasharel. To know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and
Equity.
Thank you. To give subtly to the simple, to the young man, knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. That's not mean spooky. The fear of Yahuwah is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction.
Amen.
May Yah add a blessing to the hearer and reader of his word. Wow. I didn't even know that that's what we were going to read today, but it's definitely fitting for what we're about to get into.
Yep.
And listen, for the four people that's new to story time, listen, you may hear something different. Far as, like I said, Shlomo, and it was Solomon. It's not you, it's us, okay? It's only because we're reading from the Sefer Bible. Sefer, okay? That's why we giving these people their names back, which was stolen, and now we didn't recover them. So you can go to sefer.net and get you one. Now, before you go check out, I wouldn't check out unless I use my Storytime discount, okay? Make sure when you spell in story time, you know that the O in the word story is actually a 0, because obviously we thought we were doing something and we want to be fancy. But the E serve a real purpose. I kid you not. In time, the E is actually a 3 as a reminder to going back to the covenant, because you now understand the assignment. All right? Yep. You understand you're a Shemitic people, okay? With that being said, Auntie Shelly on the beat. Go ahead and tell the people what book we in, chapter, and a little something. You know.
We are in Judges. In the Hebrew, you pronounce. Oh, maybe I should not
Ha.
touch that one.
Yeah.
St0ryTim3.
Oh, okay, Shofet him. I don't know.
Go ahead.
Say it
on,
fast and it
girl.
might sound right.
We are in chapter 7, around verse 15, and we're actually into Gideon. Wait, what did we do yesterday?
Yeah, Gideon.
Was JL yesterday?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, was.
Child.
Yeah.
She just my auntie. She
You right.
engrafted in. She was
You
a whole Hamite, but Auntie Yael got sister.
Yay. That's yay. over there.
Yay. Yeah. That's Auntie.
He like, don't
Auntie
you do
Yay. Sister came to her because they were battling us. Sister came to her, asked for some water. She gave him some milk.
Mhm.
Bruh man went to sleep. Right there in front of her on the ground, she took a tip peg and a hammer,
Ethan.
hammered his
Someone
head
else.
to the ground, and he was dead. Sister were gone. His mama looking for him. He ain't coming back. All of them was like, yeah, he coming. Nah, he not. He ain't coming back. Sister were gone.
I'm a whole mama.
Also, we did Gideon. Then we went to Gideon, right?
Mhm.
And we're on Gideon right now. And Gideon was every time Yisrael planted something, the Midianites basically were bullies and came through and ate all their food. And so we see Gideon is hiding in a wine press, threshing wheat. Y'all crazy. Threshing wheat. And the angel told him, basically, what do they call it? Mighty man of valor.
Mhm.
You know, I didn't trip off that. He called him a mighty man of valor. Dude, hide, no. Mighty man of valor don't hide.
But when he saw something that Gideon didn't see in
Exactly,
himself.
that's what I'm thinking. He calling him by what he gonna be and not what he is right now.
Yep.
Think about that.
Message.
And so I'm not gonna get the whole story because just go listen. Basically, Gideon needed help with his belief because he started out with 33,000 men. Then Yahuwah said, too many. Tell whoever want to leave, leave. 22,000 people left. 22,000. He left with 10. Yahuwah said, still too many. So he gave him a little test. He ends up with 300. But Yahuwah helps him with his unbelief, with the fleece and with the dream.
Yep.
I need to make sure we don't go. Yeah, they just did the dream. And the dream that the enemy had, that he went down and listened to, and he took hua.
Yeah.
It was hua. That a piece of bread came down and knocked down the tent. And then the enemy was like, ooh, this is Gideon. And the army of Yahweh. He mentioned
Yep,
him, didn't he? And Elohim. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we are right now. On verse 15.
My apologies, guys. As you know, I'm a parent, so I got my kids in the background, okay? So that's who I was talking to. All right.
Kids.
Yeah.
Our kids.
You right.
We got the same kids.
You hecka right.
So see, he is the baby daddy.
Yeah.
He hecka right. I mean, they wouldn't listen. I can touch that, but I'm not, okay? Because y'all know my personality. Y'all will be crying, and we will not be on Gideon. All right. Almost choked. See? Yahoo says stop playing. All right. 15. And it was so, when Gideon heard the telling of the dream and the interpretation thereof, that he worshipped, and returned into the host of Yasharel, and said, arise, for Yahuwah has delivered into your hand the host of Midian. And he divided the 300 men into 3 companies. And he put a shofar in every man's hand, with empty pitchers and with lamps within the pitchers. And he said unto them, look on me and do likewise. And behold, when I come to the outside of the camp, it shall be that as I do, so shall you do. When I blow with the shofar, I and all that are with me, then blow ye the shofar also on every side of all the camp. and say, the sword of Yahuwah and of Gideon. Right there, y'all. If I can just point out that there is a sound that's being used as a weapon.
Yes. Yes.
For the purpose of Yasharel.
Mm-hmm.
I really do believe me, Dad, and I don't know if he was in there when we was talking about the sound.
Mm-hmm.
That Yah is trying to bring back this sound that literally gets our attention. But if we're not aware of the sound and we're engaging in other sounds,
You need to be listening for it.
You need to be listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
So you won't be caught up in the, oh my gosh, let me go check this out. What is that?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you move when the sound goes out. You move.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And now I get why. Remember when they were by the water, it was the alert people that was looking around? Because now Gideon is saying, look at me.
Yes.
Don't take your eyes off me. I'm going to be right here. When you see this, do this. And if you all doing all this, you're not going to see. And you're going to mess it all up. And look, I ain't got but 300 of y'all.
Yeah. And it's split.
And y'all split up. I'm going to need you to watch me.
So Gideon, verse 19. So Gideon and the 100 men that were with him came unto the outside of the camp in the beginning of the middle watch. And they had but newly set the watch. And they blew the shofars and broke the pitchers that were in their hands. And three companies blew the shofar and broke the pitchers. And held the lamps in their left hand, and the shofar in their right hands to blow withal. And they cried, the sword of Yahuwah and of Gideon. And they stood every man in his place round about the camp. And all the host ran and cried and fled. And the 300 blew the shofar, and Yahuwah set every man's sword against his fellow, even throughout all the host. And the host fled to Bet-Hash, Shittah, in Sarotha, and to the border of Avel Makola, unto Tabath. And the men of Yasharel gathered themselves together out of Naphtali, and out of Asher, and out of Manasseh, and pursued after the Midianites.
No weapon formed against me.
And what he gives you to, it may not look like what you would do, because Yahuwah don't move like that.
Nobody would ever do that. You don't even think about it.
He just said, blow the shofar and say these words, just like the wall of Jericho, right?
Yep.
All I want you to do is be quiet and walk around this wall. And we think sometimes when we need Yah to move, that we have to do something extravagant, or he's going to tell us to do something extravagant, when maybe he'll just tell you, be quiet, go on a fast and be quiet for 7 days.
Yep. Because all they did was, well, I won't say all, because they were obedient. All they did was be obedient. And the enemy was killing themselves.
Yep.
Every man's sword was against each other, not knowing who the enemy is.
Wow.
They was killing each other, and then they ran. And Gideon and them, all they did was blow a horn and break a lamp.
Yeah.
And holler.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I mean, listen, I ain't mad at that.
And now they're all spread out. Because at first, they're this huge army, and now they're spread out. And so now Gideon is telling people in these different towns, go get them.
Yep. Go get them.
So you can chase after them now. Because most of them dead, and the ones that got away, you can take it. They done killed themselves.
They didn't kill themselves.
Fighting with their own weapons that they formed against you.
Right. See, obedience, boy, obedience. I tell you. Verse 24. And Gideon sent messengers throughout all Mount Ephraim, saying, come down against the Midianites, and take before them the waters unto Bet-Barah and the Jordan. Then all the men of Ephraim gathered themselves together and took the waters unto Bet-Barah and the Jordan. And they took 2 princes of the Midianites, Orev and Zeev, and they slew Orev upon the rock of Oreb. And Zeev they slew at the winepress of Zeev, and pursued Midian, and brought the heads of Orev and Zeev to Gideon on the other side of the Jordan. My Yah. Listen, you take out who you need to take out. You don't have. I take your word. You don't. I don't want to see the head.
But hey, you brought him here. Here you go.
Here they
Gideon.
go. He
That's
all
crazy.
looking.
That's crazy.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was a crazy time. But them swords probably was sharp.
Yeah.
Just cut through like butter. Just.
And then too, like they just blew their shofars and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Like Most High probably sharpened them even sharper
Probably.
Yeah.
Hey.
because they all did it at the same time. So
Mhm.
it was kind of like it was like a sacrifice in a sense. Well, not a sacrifice, but like a. I don't know if I would say like
Like an offering.
yeah.
Why my son said an X-ray vision?
No, I said execution.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay, I thought I said,
Okay.
oh, the X-ray set. But if you have comments, please bring them. But let them be real comments.
And raise your hand.
And
first.
raise your hands. All right. All right, chapter 8. And the men of Ephraim said unto him, why have you served us thus, that you called us not, when you went to fight with the Midianites? And they did chide with him sharply. And he said unto them, what have I done now in comparison of you? Is not the gleaning of the grapes of Ephraim better than the vintage of Ezar? Elohim has delivered into your hands the princes of Midian and Orev and Zeev. And what was I able to do in comparison of you? Then their anger was abated towards him when he had said that. And Gideon came to the Jordan and passed over, he and the 300 men that were with him, faint, yet pursuing them. And he said unto the men of Kukoth, give, I pray you, loaves of bread unto the people that follow me, for they be faint, and I am pursuing after Zavak and Salmona, thank you. The king of Midian.
Kings of Midian.
Kings, thank you. Kings of Midian. And the princes of Kukoth said, are the hands of Zavak and Salmona now in your hand, that we should give bread unto your army? And Gideon said, therefore, when Yahuwah has delivered Zavak and Salmona into my hand, then I will tear your flesh with thorns of the wilderness and with briars. Listen, you just should have said, okay.
Yep.
You missed your opportunity.
Yep. Now you got to go.
Now you got to go.
He was like, I wasn't even gonna mess with y'all.
But now you talking out the side of your neck.
Now you prove yourself to be an enemy.
Yeah.
Talking smack.
Wow. Let me see.
8.
And he went up thence to Peniel and spoke unto them likewise. And the men of Peniel answered him as the men of Kukoth, okay, and answered him. And he spoke also unto the men of Peniel, saying, when I come again in peace, I will break down this tower. Now Zavak and Salmona were in Karkor, or Kakar, or Karqor. I mean Qarqa. You can read it.
Karkor.
Oh, okay, I was right. Karkor. Okay.
That's what it looked like to me.
Listen. Gotta give you that side eye. Okay. All right. And not you, the side eye.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
No, sir. And their host was with them, about 15,000 men, all that were left of all the host of the children of the east. For there fell 120,000 men that drew sword.
And remember, they ain't got but 300 men.
Oh yeah, and they still haven't eaten, right?
No, they wouldn't give them nothing to eat.
So
he got to come back for 2 people. He said, I'm not even gonna mess with y'all right now. I'll be back.
Oh, and you know they doing damage because when you hungry,
yeah, they hungry. They hangry right now.
they angry right now. They taking lives out.
Yeah, I know how we are when we hangry.
Yeah, and
we lash out at everybody.
Everybody got an attitude. Until our bellies get, then we good. All right, then
but
like,
not
you know what?
fly
I apologize.
by.
I apologize. That was rude of me. I'm sorry. I was just hungry. I'm sorry. It wasn't your fault. You get it. We've been there. All right. And Gideon went up by the way of them. Nope. Oh, even my bad, y'all. And Gideon went up by the way of them that dwelt in tents on the east of Navok and Yogbahah, and smote the host, for the host was secure. And when Zavak and Salmanunah fled, he pursued after them, and took the 2 kings of Midian, Zavak and Salmunah, and discomforted all the host. And Gideon and the son of Joash returned from the battle before the sun was up, and called a young man of the men of Kukoth, and inquired of him. And he described unto him the princes of Kukoth, and the elders thereof, even 70 men. So that's 2, 4, 6, 60,000. A score is 20, right? Or 60?
60. So this is 77 men.
Oh, how did I got 60? I don't know. But I was close.
Because it's 70 and 17.
Oh, got you. I didn't count the 7. Okay. All right. And he came unto the men of Kukoth and said, Behold, Zavak and Salmunah, with whom you did upbraid me, saying, Are the hands of Zavak and Salmunah now in your hand, that we should give bread unto your men that are weary? And he took the elders of the city and thorns of the wilderness and the briars, and with them he taught the men of Kukoth. And he beat down the towers of Penuel and slew the men of the city.
Okay, wait.
He said he was gonna do that.
So now he
taught
went
him a
back. Which
lesson.
meant he told him. I said he taught him.
Yep, he taught him a lesson.
He said, y'all gonna know better next time.
So
But
when I asked,
he told him that.
yeah,
he
he
said
said
he was coming back.
Yeah.
But it's just when he said and he taught them, I was like, okay, yeah, you know who is before you died.
Yeah.
You got your tail whipped.
Okay.
Okay?
Did what I told you.
Boy, these are people. Then said he unto Zabak and Salmunah, What manner of men were they whom ye slew at Tabar? And they answered, As you are, so were they. Even one resembled the children of a king. And he said, They were my brethren, even the sons of my mother. As Yahuwah lives, if ye had saved them alive, I would not slay you. And he said unto Yether, his firstborn, Up and slay them. But the youth drew not his sword, for he feared, because he was yet a youth. Then Zavak and Salmunah said, Rise you and fall upon us, for as the man is, so is his strength. And Gideon arose and slew Zavak and Salmunah, and took away the crescent or ornaments that were on their camels' necks.
Okay, so
it's like a backstory of why he slew.
So is this Zavak and Salmunah's sons? They said slay them, and they was like, like they were scared. So they said kill us, cause for so as a man is, so is his strength. Like my sons are. Wait a minute.
See, I was getting it as they caught him in the middle of this. They caught Zavak and what's his name?
Then he said to Zavak and Salmunah, What manner of men were they whom you slew at Tabor? And they answered, As you are, so were they. So we
so they in the middle.
We went after some Hebrews.
Yeah.
Each one resembled the children of a king. So, and he said, They were my brethren, even the sons of my mother. As Yahuwah lives, if you have said them alive, I will not slay you. And he said unto Yether. And he said unto Yether his firstborn. Now, whose son is that? Up and slay them, but the you do not suffer fear.
And that's when Gideon came.
Oh, yeah, so that's their son. They were telling their son to slay them, and they wouldn't do it. He was scared.
He wasn't. Because he was a kid.
Yeah.
And Gideon caught them in the midst of that, and then he just slew them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So they just said, just kill me now, because
Cammy said
Our
class was in session. Verse 22. Then the men of Yasharel said unto Gideon, rule over us, both you and your son, and your son's sons also, for you have delivered us from the hand of Midian. And Gideon said unto them, I will not rule over you, neither shall my son rule over you. Yahuwah shall rule over you. Come
Gideon
on.
said, I don't want none.
I don't want none of that. Don't put
Listen
my
to Yahuwah, because if you ain't gonna listen to him, you
Right.
ain't gonna listen to me.
He said, no, I don't want your position.
Mm-mm. Not you stiff-necked people.
Uh-uh.
Nah, sorry, I'll pass.
He said, I know about you. He said,
I ain't trying to
my
be
kid ain't
king.
gonna get involved
Yeah.
in this either.
He
He
like,
said, Yahuwah's gonna rule over you.
yeah,
He
do
can-
what he says.
Exactly. He
Yeah.
the only one fit. Okay.
Yeah. And he's the one that gave us the victory, not me.
There you go.
Yeah.
Pointing them back to the real. All right. And Gideon said unto them, I will desire a request of you, that ye would give me every man's the earrings of his prey. For they had golden earrings, because they were Yishmaelites, right? Yishmaelim. And they answered, we will willingly give them. And they spread a garment and did cast therein every man the earrings of his prey. And the weight of the golden earrings that he requested was 1,700 shekels of gold, besides the crescent ornaments and collars and purple raiments that was on the kings of Midian, and the outside and beside the chains that were about the camel's neck. And Gideon made an ephod thereof and put it in his city, even in Ophrah. And all Yasharel went there a whoring after it, which thing became a snare unto Gideon and to his house. First thing I was thinking, like, is this something that he should have asked for?
Yeah.
So they give him the gold. Look, wait, y'all know it's one of us when the camels got on gold.
Absolutely.
The camels got gold chains. The camels.
That's crazy.
So he takes this gold and melts it down and makes an ephod and puts it up, and the people start worshiping the ephod.
Yeah. But then they tell me, like, wait, y'all didn't tell you to get all the gold though?
No, he did not.
So like you kind of created it, because then I was thinking, there goes that shiny thing.
Yeah, because I'm like, why did you
And
even make that in the first
He
place?
getting big headed.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that. There's
Like,
that.
you could kind of like tell like he getting like his personality is like kind of getting big headed, because they defeated all those people,
Mhm.
and like after a while, like somebody might be like, well, yeah, we did this, and like forget like who was saving them, and he was the main reason why they was winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in 22, 23, he's saying Yahuwah shall rule over you. And 23, he asking her for stuff.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
a favor though. And then,
Yeah.
but it makes sense because again, he was never confident in himself. So there's that like kind of flesh there, like, you know what, hey, you know what, let me ask for a favor though, but can I get the earrings off of them people that we didn't kill?
Mhm.
Cause they ain't gonna need them.
And why is he making an ephod?
Yeah.
That's the
Yes.
thing the high priest wear. What are you doing making one?
Mhm.
You was in violation right there.
Yep.
But why are you making an ephod? But you ain't high priest. You the high priest ain't wearing it.
And listen, that quick, the children of Yasharel went a whoring after it. It don't take much for us. It don't take much. All right, 28. Thus was Midian subdued before the children of Yasharel, so they lifted up their heads no more. And the country was in quietness 40 years in the days of Gideon. And Jerubbaal, son of Joash, went down dwelt in his own house. And Gideon had 70 sons of his body begotten. For he had many women. And his concubine was in Shechem, and also bore him a son, whose name he called Abimelech.
See,
I did
was
not
tripping.
know.
So he's 70. Wait, no, he has 70 sons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And many women
Yeah.
too.
Wow.
Uh-uh.
And notice that he's mentioned as Jerubbaal.
Remember he changed?
Yeah, but it wasn't that try. What was that?
Let Bell contend for himself.
Well, Bell is very happy right now.
Okay. And he has some concubine.
Yeah.
So he had 70 wives, because remember, women means wife.
Yes.
Like it don't mean like just, well, it's one, but it's wife. And concubine.
Well, we know who went a whore.
Well, it says, and his concubine, so he only had one. How you have 70 wives and a side chick and one side chick? That's ridiculous.
You know
This
what?
is just concubine.
I'm not even gonna touch that. What you just said.
I'm touching it. That's crazy. How you have 70 wives and a side chick? Dude.
I'm not gonna touch it. I'm very tempted though.
Don't do
Very
it.
tempted.
Yeah, I don't know what you're gonna say, so
That's why I'm gonna go back and read because, girl, there was a comment there. Sure, I would have made a good laugh.
And
but
his
you really would've
concubine
been
was
really-
in Shechem. So
in Shechem.
yeah, that's what it says. And his concubine that was in Shechem, she also bore him a son, whose name he called Abimelech.
Boy, okay, and I'm sure we're gonna see.
What Abimelech did, I don't know if they mentioned it for some reason.
Yeah, for a reason. All right, 32. And Gideon, the son of Joash, died in a good old age and was buried in the sepulchre of Joash, his father, in Ophrah of the Aviv Hash Ezreal. And it came to pass, as soon as Gideon was dead, the children of Yasharel turned again and went a whoring after Baalim and made Baal Barith their Elohim, idols. I mean, I'm surprised that they waited till he died, because I mean, what Gideon is showing,
Yeah. And
or
then
had
they was already
showed
worshiping that
that ephod, so they were
yeah.
already there.
because he put it in the city.
Wow.
Yeah, but it says it was a snare unto him, which means he was like, "Why did I do this?" But he could have took it down, but he didn't. So it was a snare unto him. So it was like, "Oh no!" All his days, he was like, "Why did I do this?"
Yes, Auntie Linda said the original player.
With his one concubine.
70 kids?
That's crazy.
70 sons? Man, that's
Many
crazy.
women. I wonder how many women he had. Yeah, one side chick.
Too many. That's too many women. All right, where are we? 34. Chapter 8, 34. And the children of Yasharel remembered not Yahuwah Elohim, who had delivered them out of the hand of all their enemies on every side. Neither showed they kindness to the house of Jerubbaal, namely Gideon, according to all the goodness which he had showed unto Yasharel.
So they acted up. When he died, they acted up and went for the family.
Oh, man.
Yes. Hey.
And Abimelech, the son of Jerubbaal,
Okay.
went to Shechem unto his mother's brethren, and communed with them, and with all the family of the house of his mother's father, saying, Speak, I pray you, in the ears of all the men of Shechem, whether it's better for you, either that all the sons of Jerubbaal, Zoe, please be still, baby. All them beads, girl. Whether it's better for you, either that all the sons of Jerubbaal, which are 70 persons, reign over you, or that one reign over you. Remember also that I am your bone and your flesh. And his mother's brethren spoke of him in the ears of all the men of Shechem, all these words, and their hearts inclined to follow Abimelech. For they said, He is our brother. And they gave him 70 pieces of silver out of the house of Baal Bareth, wherewith Abimelech hired vain and light persons which followed him. And he went unto his father's house at Ophrah, and slew his brethren, the son of Jerubbaal, being 70 persons upon one stone. Notwithstanding yet Jotham, the youngest son of Jerubbaal, was left, for he hid himself. And all the men of Shechem gathered together, and all the house of Milo, and went and made Abimelech king by the plain of the pillar that was in Shechem.
So basically, the side chick's son
Yeah.
went
Yeah.
to everyone and said, "Who would you rather reign, me or all 70
Children.
that
wow.
are Gideon's?" Basically, wasn't none of y'all reigning because wasn't none of y'all king. He was a judge. And remember, Gideon said, "No, I'm not reigning over you."
And neither are my sons.
Yeah, neither are my sons. And he just that's what you call a coup d'etat. He went over there and took that kingdom.
What?
A coup d'etat.
Y'all know what a coup is?
Well, why'd I tell you?
You're right. What is that?
Booty tank talk.
Okay.
No, that's a real military term.
Oh.
You never heard of starting a coup?
No.
Yeah.
It means you go and take something over.
Yeah.
So a coup d'etat, I think a coup is when you just go take something. You don't necessarily have to get violent because you ain't trying to be. I'm just getting my stuff. So you get together and you do something and you take over. It's how Gaddafi got Libya. He staged a coup. He didn't kill nobody. He just went in and took it and said, "This is ours. Bye."
So it's kind of like the
A coup d'etat means I'm going to start something with you.
So it's kind of like what they did with the state capitol.
Yeah, but they didn't take over.
Yeah,
they didn't take over. So,
but you could say that's a coup, though, right?
They didn't take over.
Oh.
They didn't get nothing. So they would have had to have taken over.
Okay.
Yes, it's like a war term. So basically, he killed everybody. So his was violent. Yeah, one is peaceful, so to speak, and one is violent. I think the coup is the peaceful and the coup d'etat is the violent one.
Oh, listen, I was about to believe.
Y'all looked at me like, what?
Yeah,
I thought you was speaking Pudutain. I was like, wait a minute. On story time? Oh, why'd I talk? I didn't know what you were saying.
And so then he goes and kills Gideon's sons to make sure they have no claim when they wasn't finna claim it in the first place.
They probably wasn't even tripping.
You ain't king. Who ain't made nobody king?
That's crazy.
But that's the greed of the power. Because you see what he did.
That's what he did.
He went and hired vain and light persons.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what light person is.
But that's what them side chick children do. Even if you look at the Godfather, who took over in the end?
I never seen it.
I've never seen it. Here's my black card. Hold on, my Hebrew card.
No, heck.
Now you don't lose a Godfather.
Okay.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
But the side chick, Sonny's side chick, ended up ruling after Michael. Y'all never seen the
I played the game. I didn't watch the movie.
But
it was the same. It was the same thing. But yeah.
Is Brother James on there? You know what I'm talking about.
Listen,
y'all
Auntie
seen
Kim,
the Godfather?
I know Auntie Linda seen it.
Wait.
I'm pretty sure she's seen it.
Wait, Auntie. I mean, first off, Ashley, she said the side chick.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Auntie Kim, she with me. She said what?
Well, to know that you have to watch all three. So when you get to 3,
they're long too. So
that's when you get that the side chick son.
You can count LeVon out.
Absolutely out.
It's 3 Godfathers. Yeah. It's a part 1, 2, 3. So when Michael Corleone dies, the side chick son.
Wait, I think Auntie Kim is taking it back. She said, "Wait, yes, no, I don't."
What's she taking back?
I don't know. She said, "I know what it is." Oh, she said,
okay.
Wait, I'm not with you, Bonnie. I know what it is." Okay, I'm by myself, but it's all right.
I'm with you. I didn't watch it.
Okay, cool.
I didn't. Yeah, I just know Marlon Brando played the Godfather.
Listen,
that's in the first. Never mind.
It's okay.
Okay. It's okay. But y'all see now y'all know. But it was a side chick.
It was okay.
Well, they didn't kill the youngest son though.
That's Michael.
Yeah, they didn't kill the youngest son.
Yeah. Michael was the you mean here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he hot.
I was like, wait a minute.
Oh yeah, no, the Godfather, everybody go.
Oh, okay. All right. Verse 7. And when they told it to Jotham, he went and stood in the top of Mount Gerizim. That's the name tonight. Okay. And lifted up his voice and cried and said unto them, "Hearken unto me, ye men of Shechem, that Elohim may hearken unto you. The trees went forth on a time to anoint a king over them." Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he's going to talk a parable.
Okay. The trees went forth on a time to anoint a king over them, and they said unto the olive tree, reign over us. But the olive tree said unto them, should I leave my fatness, wherewith by me they honor Elohim and man, and go to be promoted over the trees? And the tree said to the fig tree, come and reign over us. But the fig tree said unto them, should I forsake my sweetness and my good fruit, and go to be promoted over the trees? Then said the trees unto the vine, come and reign over us. And the vine said unto them, should I leave my wine, which cheers Elohim and man, and go to be promoted over the trees? Then said all the trees unto the bramble, come and reign over us. And the bramble said unto the trees, if in truth ye anoint me king over you, then come and put your trust in my shadow. And if not, let fire come out of the bramble and devour the cedars of Lebanon. Anyone know what they talk
I mean, he's given like a parable,
Yeah.
but still keep in mind that creation is a lie. So first, the trees go to the olive tree and say, "Be our king." And the olive tree said, "That's not my assignment.
about?
Basically, I'm here to make olives.
Yeah.
So should
Yeah.
I leave my olives just to go be your king?" And then what was the
okay.
next tree they went to? Whichever one they went to
Fig
next.
tree.
Yeah. So they taken the purpose of which they were created. In question,
Yes.
should I leave my purpose to go serve people?
Yeah. And the olive tree said no. The fig tree said, "No, I'm here to make figs, dude. I'm not coming." And then they went to the whichever tree they went to next. Good, the vine. They went to the vine. So now I won't say going lower, but now they go to the vine or where the grapes are. And the vine said, "No, I grow sweetness for Elohim," because that basically said, "I make wine. That's I make grapes to make people cheerful." No, not giving them my job. Then it went to the bramble. Now you know the bramble is something you clear away. It's the weeds. It's the side chick.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's the son.
you know.
It's Abimelech.
Yes, it's Abimelech. And Abimelech said, "Yeah, okay."
Yep, he willing to do it.
Yeah, he willing to do it.
16. Now therefore, if ye have done truly and sincerely in that ye have made Abimelech king, and if ye have dealt well with Jerubbaal and his house, and have done unto him according to the deserving of his hands, for, and this is in parentheses, for my father fought for you and adventured his life far, and delivered you out of the hand of Midian. And ye are risen up against my father's house this day, and have slain his sons 70 persons upon one stone, and have made Abimelech, the son of his maidservant, king over the men of Shechem, because he is your brother. If ye then have dealt truly and sincerely with Jerubbaal and his house this day, then rejoice ye in Abimelech, and let him also rejoice in you. But if not, let fire come out from Abimelech, and devour the men of Shechem and the house of Millo, and let fire come out from the men of Shechem and from the house of Millo, and devour Abimelech. And Jotham ran away and fled, and went to Beth-el, and dwelt there for fear of Abimelech his brother.
So Jotham had something to say, then he said, "I'm out."
So I'm gonna say this, and I'm
you
gonna
basically saying y'all wrong. You know you have not dwelt. So some kind of judgment is about to come on you guys. I'm out.
That was the first diss track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did this, so he sure did. Oh, that's a good one.
22. When Abimelech had reigned 3 years over Yasharel, then Elohim sent an evil ruach between Abimelech and the men of Shechem. And the men of Shechem dealt treacherously with Abimelech, that the cruelty done to the 70 sons of Jerubbaal might come, and their blood be laid upon Abimelech their brother, which slew them, and upon the men of Shechem, which aided him in killing his brother. And the men of Shechem set layers in wait for him, in the top of the mountains, and they robbed all that came along that way by them. And it was told Abimelech. And Gaal, the son of Eved, came with his brethren and went over to Shechem. And the men of Shechem put their confidence in him. And they went out into the fields and gathered their vineyards, and trode the grapes and made merry, and went into the house of their Elohim, and did eat and drink, and cursed Abimelech. And Gaal, the son of Eved, said, Who is Abimelech, and who is Shechem, that we should serve him? Is not he the son of Jerubbaal, and Zebul his officer? Serve the men of Hamor, the father of Shechem, for why should we serve him? And would to Elohim this people were under my hand, then would I remove Abimelech. And he said to Abimelech, Increase your army and come out.
So now he getting called out. Just like Abimelech did all that, now somebody's doing it to him. Why should I serve you?
Yep.
You ain't nobody. Well, I'm gonna take over you, so to say. So this is called a what? Coup. It's gonna be violent.
Coup d'etat.
Coup d'etat. I think it's called coup d'etat.
Oh,
I'm not really
d'etat.
Sure. Yeah. I could be pronouncing it
Where
wrong.
Aaron at when you need him? With the military background. And when Zebul, the ruler of the city, heard the words of Gaal, the son of Eved, his anger was kindled. And he sent messengers unto Abimelech privately, saying, Behold, Gaal, the son of Eved, and his brethren have come to Shechem, and behold, they fortify the city against you. Now therefore, up by night, you and the people that is with you, and lie in wait in the field. And it shall be that in the morning, as soon as the sun is up, you shall rise early and set upon the city. And behold, when he and the people that is with him come out against you, then may you do to them as you shall find occasion. But he don't know that they got...
There's a snitch.
Yeah, of course, there's always one.
Yep.
But they have liars in the fields, traps in the field. So he don't know that. And Abimelech rose up, of course he would, and all the people that were with him by night, and they laid wait against Shechem in 4 companies. And Gaal, the son of Eved, went out and stood in the entering of the gate of the city. And Abimelech rose up, and the people that were with him, from lying in wait. And when Gaal saw the people, he said to Zebul, Behold, there come people down from the top of the mountains. And Zebul said unto him, You see the shadow of the mountains as they were men? And Gaal spoke again and said, See, there come people down by the middle of the land, and another company come along by the plain of Onnn. Then said Zebul unto him, Where is now your mouth, wherewith you said, Who is Abimelech, that we should serve him? Are these not the people that you have despised? Go out, I pray now, and fight with them. And Gaal went out before the men of Shechem and fought with Abimelech. And Abimelech chased him, and he fled before him. And many were overthrown and wounded, even unto the entering of the gate. And Abimelech dwelt at Arumah. And Zebul thrust out Gaal and his brethren, that they should not dwell in Shechem.
That was a whole setup.
I didn't see that coming.
That was a whole setup. Zebul set them up.
That's crazy.
What just happened?
What?
Rewind
I know,
that
right?
back.
Because I'm like, I don't even remember this. So Zebul is the one who heard Gaal talking smack.
Yes.
He sent the messenger to Abimelech saying, dude, they coming for you. Come and lay in wait. Right?
In the morning, yeah.
And in the morning fight. They rose up. Abimelech goes.
Gaal saw the
And
people.
when Gaal saw the people, he said to Zebul, okay, they're coming. And Zebul said, you see the shadow of the mountains as if they were men. So in other words, you don't see no men coming. But he knew they was there, but they were so far away he wasn't playing his hand till they got closer, but he knew they were coming.
Yeah.
But he
Right
said,
here.
that's the shadows. Your eyes playing trick with you. It's a whole setup. And then he said, okay, and then God spoke and said, no, they're coming. Then he said to them, oh, what you was talking smack before?
Yeah.
When they got a little closer.
Uh-huh.
He said, you was talking smack, now go out and get them.
So where's your mouth now? What?
Yeah, you set them up.
Oh, you sure did.
Oh, these people.
But not even just that too. Like I don't think Gaal realized how many people he had supporting him and behind him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I honestly thought that Abimelech was about to be off the scene.
Me too.
Hey,
I thought he was going to be off the
scene. We ain't finished reading.
Okay.
But I really don't even remember this one. I really don't even remember this.
Okay.
Like literally.
I was about to say,
I'm
because you
sitting
could
here
give us
like,
a hint.
what in the what? Yeah, I don't.
Okay,
remember
42.
this.
Well, thank you for breaking that down because I didn't know if y'all caught it. I didn't catch it. And it came to pass on the morrow that the people went out into the field, and they told Abimelech. And he took the people and divided them into 3 companies, and laid wait in the field, and looked, and behold, the people were come forth out of the city. And he rose up against them and smote them. And Abimelech and the company that was with him rushed forward and stood in the entering of the gate of the city. And the 2 other companies ran upon all the people that were in the fields and slew them. And Abimelech fought against the city all that day. And he took the city and slew the people that was therein, and beat down the city and sold it with salt.
Dang.
Okay.
Okay.
Apparently he ain't the one to mess with.
Yeah, apparently.
I mean, he got some. I mean, he got his daddy in him. Okay?
Yeah.
Well, his daddy had the ruach, but wow.
Yep.
And when all you got
No. Go ahead. I'm just like tripping.
yeah, me too, because this is playing. This is getting good.
Mm-hmm.
And when all the men of the tower of Shechem heard that, they entered into a hold of the house of El-Berith. And it was told Abimelech that all the men of the tower of Shechem were gathered together. And Abimelech got him up to Mount Salmon, he and all the people that were with him. And Abimelech took an axe in his hand and cut down a bow from the trees, and took it and laid it on his shoulder, and said unto the people that were with him, what ye have seen me do, make haste and do as I have done. And all the people likewise cut down every man his bow, and followed Abimelech, and put them to the hold, and set the hold on fire upon them.
Mm-hmm.
So that all the men of the tower of Shechem died also, about 1,000 men and women. What?
Burnt it down.
So they cut down branches.
Yeah.
And all the men cut down branches. So you either gonna die from the fire or smoke inhalation.
Yeah. You gonna die. Wow. Then went Abimelech to Tevetz, and encamped against Tevetz, and took it. But there was a strong tower within the city, and there fled all the men and women, and all they of the city, and shut it to them, and got them up to the top of the tower. And Abimelech came unto the tower and fought against it, and went hard unto the door of the tower to burn it with fire. And a certain woman cast a piece of a millstone upon Abimelech's head, and all to break his skull. Ooh. Then he called hastily unto the young men his armor bearer, and said unto him, draw your sword and slay me, that men say not of me a woman slew him. and his young man thrust him through, and he died.
He's like, oh, nah, I ain't going out like
he
that.
Said, nope.
Out of all things.
You ain't saying no woman took me out. I ain't St0ryTim3.
Yeah, he said, nope.
Nope, not today.
Wow.
I may die, but you ain't killing me.
You ain't gonna get the glory. Wow.
That's crazy.
Whoa.
And when I wasn't expecting that. Boy, they got a lot of plot twists.
Man.
And when the men of Yasharel saw that Abimelech was dead, they departed every man unto his place. Thus Elohim rendered the wickedness of Abimelech, which he did unto his father, in slaying his 70 brethren. And all the evil of the men of Shechem did Elohim render upon their heads, and upon them came the curse of Jotham, the son of Jerubbaal.
Oh, because that's the one that
Yeah.
told him what's going to happen and left.
Yep, and he let it be. He let it come to pass.
So basically, Yahuwah had them go out, fight this war, and make it seem like they was winning. And then all of a sudden, it took a turn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then he was like, he gonna take his
I'm
own stuff
starting
out.
with the leadership. Bam, the woman with the rock.
Ooh.
She put the rock on his head.
For the David.
Yeah.
Bust that man's skull. He said, kill me.
He said, kill me. Oh, me.
And that's crazy because like they was like overthrowing like heck of towers and stuff like that, and then it just took a little rock.
Yep.
To take him out.
That force.
Yeah.
They in the tower. That
Oh. Auntie Kim, she says, remember Yah sent an evil against Abimelech and part of the people of Shechem for what they did.
Yep. So he got them all real confident and just took
start believing in Abimelech. And, Yep. Oh, man.
Wow.
Chapter 10. And after Abimelech there arose to defend Yasharel, Tola, the son of Puah, the son of Dodo. That's his name today. A man of Yishakar, and he dwelt in Shamir, in Mount Ephraim. And he judged Yasharel 23 years and died, and he was burned in Shamir. Buried. Thank you. I was about to say, why didn't they burn him?
Get fired off your mind.
Get fired off my mind. Yeah, and he was buried in Shamir. And after him arose Yair, a Gideonite, and right?
Giladi.
Okay. Yeah. And judged Yasharel 22 years. And he had 30 sons that rode on 30 ass colts. And they had 30 cities, which are called Havoth Yair unto this day, which are in the land of Gilead. And Yair died and was buried in Kaman.
So it's a trip like these next two judges. We just know their names.
Yeah. And how long
we don't know what happened and how long they reigned. Yeah, so they may not have had to do nothing but just go be the judge.
That's right. And the children of Yasharel did evil again.
Here we go.
Did evil again in the sight of Yahuwah and served Balaam in Ashtaroth, and the Elohai of Aram, and the Elohai of Sidon, and the Elohai of Moab, and the Elohai of the children of Ammon, and the Elohai of the Philistines, and forsook Yahuwah and served not him.
Was all over. And I wonder if this, because we keep seeing this, the Sidon. I wonder if that's Poseidon.
Where?
In verse 6, see it says T-S-I-Y-D-O-N.
And
I notice his name comes up a lot.
Sidon. His name is Sidon.
Sidon. Okay.
In the sense of catching fish.
Yeah, water.
Yeah.
Name
of Canaan.
Yeah, I wonder if that's the
Poseidon's
original name.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Okay. It says in the sense of catching fish, fishery, Sidon, the name of a son of Canaan, and of a place in Yasharel.
Yeah, I wonder if that's that marine kingdom.
Anybody know? Listen, we looking in the chat.
Anybody know Poseidon's like?
Linda just disappointed. She just disappointed. I feel you.
Could be where they get Poseidon.
Yeah,
Poseidon
that's what I'm thinking of. Because it's a Greek. Yes, the Greek. Yeah. Yeah.
Verse 6. And the children of Yasharel, nope, I already did that.
You're on 7.
Okay, thank you. And the anger of Yahuwah was hot against Yasharel, and he sold them into the hands of the Philistines, and into the hands of the children of Ammon. And that year they vexed and oppressed the children of Yasharel 18 years, all the children of Yasharel that were on the other side of the Jordan in the land of the Amorites, which is in Gilead. Moreover, the children of Ammon passed over the Jordan to fight also against Yahudah and against Benjamin and against the house of Ephraim, so that Yasharel was sore distressed. Now you done brought your trouble over here. Auntie Kim, she says, our people have been in captivity for thousands of years.
But always like in pieces.
In spurts.
Yeah. Not everybody, just in pieces.
Yeah. Verse 10. And the children of Yasharel cried unto El Yahuwah, saying, we have sinned against you, both because we have forsaken our time with story time.
Oh, so you gonna do it like that?
But we gave them the time back.
I get that, but then like you could have just finished reading it.
And that wouldn't be a clip, eh? It's got to be a clip.
That's why I don't like your wife. So I'm like your baby mama.
That's just my baby.
Yes. That's messed up.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you just can't get the book. I mean, the book of Judges.
Yeah.
I did not. When I heard of Judges, I wasn't thinking this.
Yeah.
I was not thinking this.
This is crazy. It's this circle. Like
I was not thinking
what's that
this.
animal that go around on the circle? Guinea pig.
Oh, like a hamster on a hamster on a wheel.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a hamster wheel.
I was like,
I feel like y'all ain't heard of The Godfather. You ain't heard of Hamster wheel.
No, but you was going
like this, so I was trying to think of what animal do that? A bird?
I'm like, what bird flying circles?
Yes, I'm thinking bird. All right, Ethan. But yeah, y'all, I tell you that I was not thinking about the book of Judges like that. I mean, I knew because you said they get in and out, but I was thinking once they come out, they was gonna stick to it, and then
they did for some years.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was gonna be like that because it's called Judges, so it can't just be like judge a couple times and then like they're gonna be cool.
But I was thinking about the Judges was like gonna rain on a. I mean, they have, but I was thinking that the Judges was just gonna rain for Yasharel. Yeah, when the Judges died, then they were just gonna rain, but not because Yasharel keeps forgetting about Elohim.
He has to raise up a judge because then they go serve the same old gods.
I just wasn't.
And in the second round, it seemed like they picked up some more.
Yeah.
First it was just Bel and Astra, now you got Sidon and some other couple up in there. Yep. Got worse.
Ain't nobody want to pass down a story to a child? Nobody?
I'm sure it was a remnant.
Yeah.
Or he couldn't have been able to raise up a judge. Somebody.
And I wonder why, like, when you in the adult years, right? They will be in peace they be in captivity for 18 years.
Yeah.
Then because I'm
then
thinking
they cry out.
Yeah. But by that time, your children is all grown, so all they know is that captivity. You know what I'm saying?
But they've been teaching them. Some of them you have. Some of them have. There has to be a remnant.
Yeah.
There's always a remnant. And remember, this is not everywhere.
Yeah, it's just
certain
parts of the land.
Yeah.
And then you brought your trouble to Benjamin.
Yeah.
And
they came over to Jordan.
Yeah.
But if they had been in obedience, they couldn't have brought it there.
Yeah. True, too.
Yeah. That's why you got to be in obedience. So you're not bringing it here. You can act up if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Guess y'all see us tomorrow at 6 p.m.
You all right?
I mean, is there ever a happy ending? Like, what's
I know, right?
What's the end of it? Like, what's the ending gonna be?
Joy.
Oh no. That's crazy.
Let me get into this comment. Auntie Kim, she says, all the people they didn't take out of their land will be ensnared in a trap. Yeah.
See, I told you, pay attention to who they let stay.
Yeah.
And they just think they're doing nice things. Dad says, this is a clear picture of how the Most High kept the covenant even in their disobedience.
Yes. Because he could have just wiped them all out.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't.
No. Was this then after then when he said, boy, you make me even regret that I made you? Was it during this time?
don't know. We gotta read and see. I really honestly don't remember.
Mm.
I don't think so. I don't
He
think
did-
it's
he
in
did say
Judges,
that.
but
I don't know where he said it at, but it will make
that
sense.
was around Noah's time, right?
Oh, well,
oh
listen.
yeah, when he sent the flood. Yeah.
Well, listen, it would have been fitting if it was this time too, because the way they acting up.
Yeah.
They cutting up.
Yeah.
They cutting up. I'm just
But it's like so remember when Mashiach said it's gonna get like it was in the days of Noah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're living now. It's the whole world. Like here, it's just people acting up over here, over there.
Oh yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
right over here, but they right over there. But now, right now, it's the days of Noah because it's the whole world acting up,
That's so true.
coming against Yahweh. That's when you know,
You're right.
it's judgment time. Because it'd be some of the stuff I look at, I just be like in awe, like, really? Did that just happen in front of my eyes?
And did he just openly say this?
Yeah. For
And
real,
y'all
you said that with a straight face? Like, remember, you was at my house, we saw the Easter service?
Yes.
Well,
That was crazy.
wait.
It was Mike Todd.
When he was talking about what he was talking about?
Mm.
And they showed some of it. The girl was with the leather pants.
Oh,
and then
no.
it was, you be like, how?
He said he
You
was going
not
to take him to
even
the
honor-
edge of
yeah.
sin or something like that.
Yeah,
He
I'm
was
going to take you to the edge, but not sin. He said,
oh, no.
he talking about he
Yeah.
this pastor and he never preached a Easter sermon, but you know it's supposed, I mean,
I don't know. It was
just even if you in church, you know you about to hear something about the resurrection.
right. I mean, yeah.
You know you ain't finna hear no Easter bunnies.
Right.
You about to hear about the resurrection, even if you in church.
Mm-hmm.
You got that. He was like, I ain't never preached one, I ain't gonna start. I told them to come up with the play and we're gonna push it to the edge. And they said, Pastor, how far we gonna push it to the edge? He said, all the way to the edge without sinning. And then he got the nerve to say, I felt all the religious people booty get tight. He sure did.
That answers questions. Because I thought y'all was talking about the other part when he was talking about creation and going into the alphabets and how he said he wished he was there and asked God if he can like do something in the middle.
Oh yeah, I ain't heard that.
Yeah.
One.
I ain't hear
no.
that.
Yeah.
But that play was crazy.
And he pushed it to the edge. I mean, something. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nope.
they was singing.
Don't
What's
do
that
it.
song about the hustler? Somebody turned into a hustler.
Hustler, baby.
Nah,
No.
it ain't that.
No.
Because they were saying the what did they call him? They didn't say Lucifer. I think they said the devil. The devil was an angel turned into a hustler. I'm trying to remember like the tune
Was it a
of it.
Beyonce song?
I don't know because I don't really know Beyonce songs. It was definitely a worldly song though.
Okay.
Turned into a hustler. Is that a song she sang? The something was a something turned into
Was
a
it
hustler.
Diva?
I don't know
I
how that
don't know
song
Diva
goes.
either.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think
They put that out. They was
yeah.
and it was just dark. The whole thing was just dark. And then there's a lady on the cross getting crucified behind her. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Push it to the edge.
He went to the. I don't know why you talking about without sinning.
I mean,
You even sinned against your Jesus. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't even follow Constantine's version of Jesus.
nothing.
You even like took the Roman thing and went too far with it. But that's us. That's us.
And ain't nobody gonna. I mean, and he's still gonna have visitors every Sunday.
Mm-hmm. And then he got the nerve to tell people, you need to make it down here. We had somebody a good time and something was moving. And
I mean, let's
like,
be. I mean, listen.
was
It
moving
probably
all
was
right.
a good time too. It sure was.
I'm sure people had a real
sin
good
is fun.
time.
Don't act like it ain't.
But just because a bunch of people showed up don't mean it was right.
Sure don't.
Take me to the place where there's only 10 people.
We will make it. Listen.
That's where it's really getting the good stuff at, because y'all do anything for them crowds. But yeah, It's crazy. That's this
Yeah,
in that.
yeah,
But
and it's
now
everywhere.
it's everywhere.
And
That's
it's
this in the book of Judges. Like you took it too far. You took it to the edge.
My y'all, today and tomorrow and forevermore. But yeah, look, with that being said, y'all, we see you tomorrow on Storytime at 6 p.m. where we have Auntie Cammy Cam joining us. Can't wait to see you, Auntie Cammy. And so we'll see you tomorrow on the 5th day. Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.
My person is
Shalom.
You in the middle.
oh.
Go ahead and rap.